Young Azzura, the yacht club Costa Smeralda's competitive foiling program, has claimed a convincing victory in the second Grand Prix of the Pacifico 69 F Cup. The team led by skipper Ettore Bottesini will remain in Malsacene, on Lake Garda, for the third Grand Prix of the season, taking place from the 28th of September to the 3rd of October.
This is the Sailing World on Water, October 1st, 2021. Here are the highlights of last week all over the world in the sport of sailing. We started with Young Azzura, just one of the teams interested in being in the 40-foot foilers scheduled to be in the next America's Cup regattas. Last Monday saw the delayed start of the exciting Mini Transat Euro-Chef race. 90 solo sailors battled the Bay of Biscay and headed out to a roaring, erupting volcano in La Palma. That was just leg one of the race. The 52 Super Series were afforded a warm welcome back to Mahon and to Menorca, the world's leading Grand Prix monohull circuit, visiting for the fourth time. The final day of the 2021 Rolex Big Boat Series, hosted by St Francis Yacht Club, featured long courses for all 8 divisions, sending boats into every corner of San Francisco Bay. Mateusz Kuzniewicz, Przemysław Gajsek and Simon Fry secured the 2021 5.5-meter French Open at the Regattas Royales on Friday in Cannes to win. This past weekend on the 7, the battle for AYC's 3-2-1 Invitational was all on. 72 races were scored to determine the overall winner as 8 teams from 7 clubs competed. Here is how it all shook out. The final day of the Land Union September Regatta, hosted by the Royal Southern Yacht Club, was blessed with better wind than forecast, producing a grand finale for the Royal Southern Summer Series. The Mantis Caggiali's team defeated Theodorist Sulfur with a score of 3-0. Olympic team Panayotis Mantis and Pavlos Caggialis, along with Giannis Matakis and Giannis Orfanos, managed to win 3 consecutive duels in the grand final against the 2019 ERLAC champions of Theodorist Sulfur, and leave no room for overthrow. Now over to the docks in France for the farewells for the mini sailors.
You gotta hustle, you gotta be tough. If your dreams don't scare, they ain't big enough. You gotta work it, here's your shot. You only got one life, give it all you got.
C'est trop cool, enfin quoi, depuis le temps qu'on attend ça, c'est trop bien d'être là sur les pontons.
C'est un peu particulier, on passe d'un état calme à un état de stress, d'excitation, ça n'arrête pas de changer, c'est assez incroyable.
Je suis reposé mais je suis un peu stressé. Le stress est vraiment monté ce matin. Jusque là ça allait mais voilà, petite boule au ventre mais ça va le faire une fois sur l'eau.
C'est quelque chose que j'ai envie de faire depuis, ça fait déjà des années que ça me trotte dans la tête donc non, je me dis juste que le moment est venu et c'est le moment où je vais traverser donc non, je suis super contente.
Je pense que je réalise pas encore vraiment que je pars mais au bout de 3-4 heures sur l'eau ça devrait aller.
Ça va secouer un peu au départ, il va falloir s'accrocher l'estomac là.
Ouais, non, il va falloir être très vite dedans, ouais. Et pas traîner pour essayer d'arriver au Cap Finisterre dans les premiers, c'est clair.
Le sentiment ?
Ouais.
Qu'est-ce que je viens faire là ?
Refaire là.
Ah mais ça va être énorme, c'est fou. Et puis j'ai une chance énorme de faire ça quoi.
Welcome to Mahon on the Sunshine Island off Menorca. We're back for the fourth time for the 52 Super Series, and we're back because it's a beautiful island, a very open racecourse, and anything can happen here. We've got 11 boats racing from 8 different nations. It's going to be a great week. And the appeals of the circuit, well, some teams just can't stay away. We're welcoming back the French team on Paprec.
We are all very happy to be back here on the circuit. It's fantastic for us. It's been a long time since Cape Town, so we are happy to be here. We know that all these guys, they have been training a lot. We know it's going to be hard, but we know we're always going to have a good time here on the fleet, and everybody's very nice with us, so only fun for us.
Race 1, the start is only 6 knots of breeze. It's light and patchy. The left side is good early on. Good start off the pin end from Phoenix and Gladiator. Not such a good start from Quantum Racing. They're squeezed out. They're over the line early and they have to come back. But the left is good.
We came off the starting line in about a 45 wind direction. And by the time we got to the top mark, it was back to north. So that's a 45-degree shift. Right away off the start line, it shifted back to 25, and then it slowly went down to the left-hand numbers. Eventually, we were able to tack from the left and cross the group.
And at the top mark, it was Phoenix first, Allegra second, Gladiator in third, Platoon in fourth. Then down the first run, well, Phoenix were leading, but they jibed away early.
We could have kept going straight, and maybe we would have gotten out of there. But I've seen a lot of times where the leader gets swallowed up by holding out, and we just felt like we needed to get across when we could.
And that was to Allegra's advantage.
We obviously saw Phoenix jabbed out first there, and maybe they got a bit light. I don't know what the reasoning were, but we sort of liked the go a little bit further down in that corner. Obviously we got that right, and it paid off in the end.
In the second round, there was a big shift to the left, and there was a gain there for Brunellasek in particular, coming right back into the race. They were 6th at the top mark first time round, 5th on the downwind, and they got themselves right up to 3rd and then 2nd through the finish line. So the finishing order, 1st Allegra, 2nd Brunellasek, 3rd Phoenix and 4th Platoon.
Very nice day, and get off the first day with a win is always nice, and it was our first win this season as well, so very happy with that.
If you can finish in the top 3 or 4 over and over again in this fleet, you're going to win regattas and you're going to win a season. You know, the goal here is always to have your best finish, but remembering that you never get a drop race.
And the positions after one race, well, Allegra leading on 1 point, Brunellasek second on 2 points, 3rd Phoenix on 3, Platoon 4th on 4 points. Just the one race sailed in Mahon today. First day of racing, the second day promises to be better, but a great start from Andy Soriano and the team on Allegra.
Describe Big Boat Series.
It's cold.
Can't believe that it's happening again, and this is really awesome.
The Rolex Big Boat Series really showcases being able to sail in this wonderful venue we have.
A Rolex Big Boat Series, big win, big fun.
Oh, this is wonderful. The fact that we're all here enjoying the social atmosphere on the shore. We're able to be out on the water and see all our friends that we haven't seen for so long. It's wonderful to be back.
I think people are more appreciative of, the time where they missed being together, and now they're together, so that's just great.
This is the closest thing to pre-COVID events that I've done, and it's been awesome. I'm a professional sailor, so this is what I do for a living. And I've really been, the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, has been, it's been so strange, for everybody, obviously. But this was awesome, like go to the tent and have the steel drum band playing and Mount Gay rum, seeing Rolex again everywhere. It's like a little hint of normalcy, which has just been spectacular. And I think St. Francis has done an amazing job of pulling this all together. This is not easy to do during these times.
I have sailed 3 times in the Rolex Big Boat Series. The San Francisco Bay is definitely the best windier conditions place to sail.
Well, it's the first time we've done Rolex Big Boat Series. We've been meaning to do this for years. Everyone knows this event is known for breeze. It's so consistent, and so it puts your crew to the test. Your sail handling, and you have to know the bay, you have to know the current. So we're getting schooled a little bit right now, but really enjoying it and still coming up the learning curve fast. So have big plans for tomorrow, hopefully.
I've probably done 10 of these. And what's special, I think, is the obvious. It's the best place in the world to go sailing. It's consistently windy. It's beautiful. It's a little on the cold side, but the sailing overrides all that. So it's just great. And from a tactical perspective, it's super fun because there's just always things to think about in this. It's kind of a confined arena. Between the changing tides and the geographic effects on the wind, it's fun. It's always engaging.
Just being here is just such an honor and the best thing this year so far. We're the only all-female crew for a second year in a row. 2019 was the first, and we come from all over the bay, and 9 out of the 10 are boat owners, which is unusual, and just the cohesiveness of the group, even though we came together very recently, is off the charts. It's fantastic.
The J105 has been the biggest class for many years. It's just a really tight one design class. Sometimes you get boats from out of town, but everyone at top and bottom fleet is really strong. So our crew's been together for several years. We can all think the same thing and often communicate without even talking. So it's really good to be with people that you are familiar with.
I'm Gina Eggleston. This is the Water Witch from 1928. This is our second year. She's a Lester Stone built boat, built in 1928. It was a personal boat that he built for himself. There's only 3 like it. That's why our seal number is P3. Gosh, the classics are a great addition. I think they did that years ago, and we're really trying to build the fleet of classics to join, and we have a great time out on the water. There's a lot of camaraderie. I think we're all the custodians of all these boats, and we want to see more of them here.
Merlin is a 75-foot boat, and when I look at it on the dock, it looks a lot bigger than all the other ones that I have sailed on. I'm very happy, and I know it's a huge opportunity, and it's a lot different than sailing Opties, and being out here is really cool on this huge boat.
It's definitely a little more chaotic than the smaller boats that we usually sail. I stay back and do check stay to make sure to support the mast to make sure it doesn't snap. This is definitely longer courses than what I'm used to, It's about like 45 to an hour each race.
The thing I love about Big Boat Series is the wind and the challenge of that, and downwind at 35 knots. It's the best. That's the best part.
It's like no other regatta on the West Coast. And just the whole professional side that the St. Francis puts on is amazing.
Sailing on the bay with the pressure, with the scenery, with the good competition, it's probably pretty unique. There's not too many places in the world where we can go do this together, and so really happy to be here.
This past weekend, the Annapolis Yacht Club put on its truly unique event, the Annapolis Yacht Club 321 Invitational.
Do they have a piece of them? They are wrapped up on this mark. Jibs going up. Southern gets the memo that they should jibe set at the top mark. With San Diego in the 1, trying to mess with AYC's number 2 and 3. Another point on the...
8 teams from 7 different yacht clubs made up of 6 sailors each, lined up in 3 different formats. Team racing, 3-on-3 double-handed without spinnakers. Team racing 2-on-2 triple-handed with spinnakers, all sailed in J22s.
2-on-2 turns into 2 mini match races quite often, and remember, the boat that finishes in 4th is the team that loses.
Match racing with all 6 crew and J30s was the 3rd discipline.
If you wait for a flag to be called, you have to do at least 2 penalty turns. Lots of spinning this race.
The pace of the event was furious, as over 70 races were scored over the 2 days of racing. The sailing itself sometimes was not all that pretty, putting boat handling at a super premium.
Red flag, and they are pointing at sail number 6.
With this kind of format, Russell Coutts said it best. Winning is usually about who recovers from their mistakes the fastest.
Fishing Bay Yacht Club are in the black sails versus the Ida Lewis Yacht Club in the red sails. These 2 teams are very even on points. They're pretty much in a battle for the 3rd spot overall right now, so every point counts.
In the end, San Diego Yacht Club ended up 3rd. New York Yacht Club was 2nd.
Extending their lead, Annapolis Yacht Club, team number 1, almost to the finish line as the New York Yacht Club pops their kite.
And the Annapolis Yacht Club's team number 1 was the winner with only 1 loss in the very first race to none other than the AYC team number 2.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done. For the photos, please, gentlemen. Sunglasses off. Smile.
All right. And very lastly, all of the competitors, everybody that traveled here to Annapolis to be with us this weekend. This wouldn't exist without you guys taking your weekends, traveling from far away and coming to sail with us. And we so appreciate you guys being here. See you next year.
From Annapolis, I'm Ashley Love from T2B TV.
Προερχόμαστε όλοι από Ολυμπιακές κατηγορίες, οπότε χειριζόμασταν το σκάφος αρκετά καλά και αυτό φάνηκε στο αποτέλεσμα. Αυτό που δεν μπορούσαμε να κοντρολάρουμε είναι το πόσο καλή ήταν η ομάδα του Τσουλφά Σερλάκ. Ήταν πραγματικά μια επική μάχη, νομίζω η καλύτερη που είχαμε σε τελικό τώρα.